Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Trey Lance and the New England Patriots.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Patriots now on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing first play is Lance. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's Myers again with another catch. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And Lance's throw into the hands of Henry here. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Setting up the screen, Harris. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run again with Harris. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Lance now to throw. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm. Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 77 yards.
Brandon, we both know plenty about this game, but you don't have to be an expert to figure out that they're going to lean heavily on their ground game to try and win this week. He sits number 5 in the league so far in rushing, and when they've had success on that side of the ball, he's been at the center of it. If they want to win in this one, he's going to have to play like that to help drive them down the field.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. In motion left is Wilson. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Dolphins come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better 1 play here, 1 play there, maybe it could have changed his team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Tua. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. In motion left is Wilson. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Beckham goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive. 2 for 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Ryan Santoso now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Davis continues 5-yard line. Trey Lance in the offense heading back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, it's Lance. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff. And just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In motion left is Beckham. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looking to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. To about the 35, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion left is Wilson. From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
To throw, it's Lance. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Steps away to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
Yeah, this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught by OBJ. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Beckham goes in motion left. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Up and good for Santoso. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Eric Armstead. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
In motion left is Wilson. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy, too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now, doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs. Yeah, I think he feels pretty good about this whole deal.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Tua now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An explosive 38-yard pickup. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. He'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. On play action, Lance. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Lance now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Lance. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, Lance. Looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lance going to try to throw for this. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, they'll run it here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. In motion left is Beckham. From the 45 on second down, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
In motion left is Wilson. Tua on fourth down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Dolphins. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And they open the lead up now to 25. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Lance now on first down. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lance going to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Throwing again on second down. Lance. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Lance. Open man right side, Myers. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Harris. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. On 2nd and 7, Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. In motion left is Wilson. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Santoso now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he gets this to Thornton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. But with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Play action. Now it's Lance. Right side, Thornton with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now Lance again. Flush to his right. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second down and goal. Lance. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. In motion left is Wilson. Tua now on first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Tua going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.